Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Wizards Outlook. Joined as always by Raymond Lyons, Carter W. Jr., Wilson Tarpe Jr., and we're going to talk about the Wizards starting their West Coast trip. We told you guys we're going to have a tough one against the Nuggets. It was indeed that. It was a very wild game. It was a very interesting ending. The Wizards did fall to the Nuggets 113-107. Quick word from our folks over at Ooze and Oz. As always, your dinner should taste as good. Try our family meal tonight. Choose 4 entrees and 3 large size for $54.95. Add 2 cocktails or 4 beers at the Georgia Avenue location for $64.95. Get over to oozeandoz.com to see the menu, hours, and more. Again, get over to the Georgia Avenue location today. All right, Ray, we'll let you start with this one. For a while there, Washington was down bad. Fought back and whatnot, but a lot of the same stuff we've been seeing as of late, we saw once again. But your thoughts on how this game ended and, how it started?
Yeah, in regards to the ending, we all know what that was about. If Jokic wasn't ejected, then it would have just continued to be business as usual. Luckily for them, they were able to make it respectable, but man, this is becoming extremely worrisome. These losses are following the exact same script, and they got to figure something out, man. They got to find a way out of this rut. They're starting games off extremely poorly. These slow starts are getting them in trouble. We already knew what they were dealing with in regards to Jokic and Gafford's early foul trouble didn't help. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. They're just not being aggressive and they're not being disciplined on defense. Denver had 18 free throws in the first half, and the Wizards only had 4. You're not gonna make up ground like that when you're not doing anything else well either. And their body language is concerning. They just look like they're going through the motions. They're not providing any resistance. Denver had four people in double figures. Shot 47% as a team. It's just the same old, man. So yeah, I don't have much, man. It's seems like we've been saying the same thing for about 8-9 games in a row, and at some point the players got to look at themselves and notice these things and do something to stop it. Until then, we're just going to keep having the same results. So yeah, this is it's getting worse. So yeah, I don't know what the answer is. Hopefully they do, but we'll see, man.
All right, Carter.
They need to go find their hearts, as a team, straight up. They're not showing much of it outside a couple players, that consistently compete. I kind of expected it to be an ugly loss because Jokic is the best center in the game. He's unique. He's an MVP for a reason, man. You know what I mean? He's one of the few players in basketball that's more dangerous looking for other guys than he is getting his own. But he can get his own at a high rate. You know what I mean? It's just that's why he lead the team and points, rebound, and assists. But like Ray said, this is not even a game. I'm not giving them any credit for trying to come back in the fold because if Jokic was out there able to maintain a 25, 30-point blowout, you know what I mean? It's just, but they did show more urgency in the fourth quarter when he went out. So my thing is, why don't you show that urgency from the opening tip? Especially when you're on the road, especially what you're dealing with. It ain't like the Nuggets ain't wounded. They got all types of injuries. You know what I mean? And you still come in here laying an egg like that. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, let's call it what it is. Davis Bertans, is my player of the game. I'm getting that out the way now. Davis Bertans is the player of the game. No disrespect. We highly critical of him, but we're going to get Prosperous. He's my player of the game. If he's the player of the game, either a lot went right or a lot went wrong. And in this case, a lot went wrong. You know, it's just real, man. You know what I'm saying? And the X factor is Aaron Holiday, getting that out the way. So you got 2 reserves were your top players in this game. And that's just not good. Spencer Dinwiddie, I just don't think he's right from his ACL. And it's time to put pride to the side and go sit down until he get right or come off the bench in the reserve role, because he's too passive, man. He's too passive. And teams see that. They scouting, they watching film. They know what they're dealing with. He's too passive. I mean, he's passing them shots where he's right in the paint, 7-8 footers and not even attempting those shots. I'm like, dog, you put in all that work, you work hard to get to that spot. I know you can make that shot. Why aren't you shooting? You know what I mean? It's just, he's not, I could tell he's not right, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know he came back in 9 months, but let's be real. It'll take about a year and a half, 2 years to really get back to you, being able to, have confidence and strength in that need to be able to do what you were doing before you got hurt. You know what I mean? And it's just like that. They're going to have to reshuffle the lineup, man. It is what it is, because the starts are too slow, and then they got to exert so much energy to get back in the game. And it seems like when they get back in the game, they exhale a little bit, then the team just smack them again. And it's like it's the same old routine, man. I'm tired of seeing, I speak it real. I'm tired of seeing a bitch about not getting calls. Who cares? You're not gonna get the call, get back. You know what I'm saying? Let Unseld and them argue. You just keep attacking. My mentality always as a player was like, I don't care. Like, just call it the same way on both ends. That's all I ask, and then I'm leaving it alone. You know what I'm saying? But don't call it tight for me and then loose for the other guy. All that stuff. As long as they're consistent across the board, that's all you should worry about, and then use that to your advantage. If they're not making any calls, like it ended up being the same amount of free throws for the most part. Wizards shot 21. I mean, when the Nuggets shot 33, but that was because of Jokic. You couldn't guard Jokic in the first half. You know what I'm saying? He 9 of 11. I mean, the man that was working on triple-double in the first quarter is embarrassing. But, outside of Jokic, pretty much even. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've never seen nothing like this. And the thing is, what happened to all that talk early in the season about culture change and defensive philosophy and all that? All that went to hell. It just went to hell, man. And they need to play defense to win these games. We said that from jump. Like, you're not going to just – y'all don't have the offensive firepower to just come out here and outscore teams. And even if you did, it's still going to end up being 500 because you're going to be off some nights. Look, man, this moment it's going downhill bad and quickly, man. You know what I'm saying? And they're not doing us any favors, because there's certain things that they can't control that these veterans who's been in the league a long time, they know what to do. They've been in the league too long and they're not doing it. That has nothing to do with coaching. So, truth be told, I mean, some areas I could look at Unseld, maybe substitution here and there, not getting the ball, calling the ball to certain people, or maybe those guys are just not executing to get those guys the ball, and the defense just denied. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, a lot of this is on the players. You see what I'm saying? And I still don't think they had that uncomfortable conversation. I still don't think they sat down and really just put it out on the table yet, because it's still the same old thing. Because if they did, guys will be in each other's faces when certain things are happening. They would get in like, yo, you need to step up or pass it. You will see that, and that's good. That don't mean it's friction. That means you're challenging the guy to step his game up. And if they're the team that they claim to be early in the season, if they're wrong, they got to own that as a man. Like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? You're right. My bad. But I don't see none of that. I don't even see Trez as animated as he was early in the season. So they're going to have to find their hearts, man. As a team. Certain guys are competing. Like, Gafford out there battling. Like, we all know what he's dealing with, man. We like, dog, it's Jokic, y'all. Like, don't take it personal. He does it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's just one of them jokes. Like, hey, man, good luck with that one. Everybody else tries to try. Matter of fact, Gafford should be the most frustrated person on the team. Because it's like every time, look, I got to battle these monsters. I'm undersized as is. I got to battle these monsters. But every time I turn around, I'm in foul trouble because y'all can't guard y'all, man. You see what I'm saying? It's frustrating, dog. It's just frustrating to watch them play, man. And I don't know, man. I'm like y'all. I'm trying to figure it out, dog, because they have too much talent to be this up and down, and things to just be this bad. Like when it's bad, it's bad. You should not be down 33 points, man. Especially against a wounded Nuggets team. Jamal Murray not playing. I mean, damn dog. Will Barton didn't play. Like Porter Jr. not there. So what the hell would have happened if they did play? What we looking at? 50? Like what we looking at the 70-point game? OKC lost. Like that's what's gonna happen. You feel what I'm saying? But everybody looking at everybody. When we gonna start looking at Bill? He the leader, right? It's time to lead, bro. So you putting your head down more than anybody. They looking at you, dog. So you putting your head down. What you think everybody else gonna do? It's on you, Wilson. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Man, you guys pretty much. There's not too much to say about this. Like, until they had that conversation, we're gonna be back here every night talking about the same thing. And the Heat's turning up. You know, right now we're here talking a little bit. The Heat's turning up on you know, sometimes folks want to be the guy till it's time to be the guy. And right now, if you're the guy, you got to stand up to this good, bad, and indifferent and own this. And right now, the absence of a guy being here is clear. Like it's evident, man. It is. This is what it looks like when you don't have the guy. And even sometimes,
not to cut you off. Don't just leave that wall.
No. I was
there too. Wall and Russell Westbrook in that mix too. I know the turnovers.
No, I got
Russ would have snapped on the. You see what I'm saying? They would have been had this uncomfortable conversation. Yep. I will give Russ that credit, dog. Like he ain't about to just sit back and let these. Like he gonna go off, or he gonna just be like, "F y'all, I'll go 105."
And I'm glad that you brought that up because as of right now, we saw two dudes who, however you want to feel about them, right? And then the other person has been a constant here through all that. What's the difference between them three? Like, yeah, I'm not talking about their game or whatever, but the mentality, the leadership, and the absence of it. Where is it? Like, whatever, like you say, whatever was going on with Russ, you can count on Russ to be Russ thoroughly, consistently at all times. Something was wrong, he's going to call somebody out about it. When he's wrong, he talks about it. John held himself accountable as well. And right now, there's a total lack of accountability. And you got folks that came over to trade. You remember all the nice, wonderful words were at the beginning of the year about that's the guy and that's who we're looking to. And, he was a leader at the beginning of the year. And I'm not, this is not the trash but it's just this is holding people accountable because, again, we've said this many times, people put players in boxes and stuff at times that they may have not earned being in certain conversations or not. Talking about this person and it's over the past couple of years, the talk's been going about this person being on a level with some of these other dudes or whatever. And those other dudes, oh man, this gets talked about if this happens to those other dudes. You know what I'm saying? This is what goes with the territory. The LeBrons, the KDs, Stephs, Giannis, etc. Man, people have drugged them for far less. Far less. Shit, they've drugged them for more. But again, you want to know why they're not tripping? Because it comes with the territory, because that's what that upper echelon is, right? And I'm not mad at Brad or whatever. I'm just sitting here quiet and just kind of laughing and taking it all in because everybody was so quick to move stuff around and be like, this is that is that. And we're here right now. And this is one of those things where you can't fake. Sometimes, like, if you're the guy, you're the guy. And if you're not, there's nothing wrong with it. But this is the issue with putting people in places that they're not. And if he's not that guy, cool, it's not an issue. But you want to know what the organization is a big opportunity for? You may have found out that maybe he's not the guy you thought he was in terms of being in that upper echelon, and there's nothing wrong with not being in that group. But you found that out before being tied, like before the max. Now, what you do with that information is your business. I can't tell you what to do. I don't want anything. But it's extremely interesting because the situation is, we've seen in the past where sometimes we've seen other people like, role players and stuff get like maxed out or their value, you know what I'm saying? The value overvalued at times because of things. And this is one of those precarious situations because, sometimes we look at numbers and get crazy and all that other stuff, man. Look, you know what we saw tonight, and this was a perfect example. We saw one of them dudes in that conversation for that $240 million where we don't question it, or we're like, man, maybe 240 isn't enough. We saw the Nuggets with Joker and the Nuggets without him. Y'all saw the difference in the same freaking game. Lord, the wheels fell off the entire tracks when dude left the game. And again, Cardell, you mentioned Jamal Murray's a bucket. Michael Porter Jr. gets buckets. Will Barton provides offense. Those are all the things missing. They were up by 33 with this dude on the floor. Because he's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So like you got a great example of seeing it, and you've seen some of these dudes at different times this year. You're gonna see some of them during this trip. And again, like Cardell, you said it right. Like at some point, just like until the words they have, the things they have to do to fix to get themselves right. Man, we're not gonna get up here every night feeding y'all random stuff. Like, what, if there's what is there to continue to say? If it's the same thing every night, you know what I'm saying? They dictate what we talk about. But again, there's no way. Like I know they didn't get OKC, but this to me is even more disgusting. You have a veteran team, and you were down to Jokic and them, not Jamal Murray, not Michael Porter Jr. There's not multiple guys that were on the floor tonight that were 30, 40 point per game scorers. Dog, he was the engine tonight, and he had to be. And they had nothing but a bunch of guards out there. They took the best facilitator off the floor tonight for Denver, which was their center. Man, if it was some more time left, I don't even know how things would have ended. But again, the disturbing part, like you guys mentioned, as soon as he went out, all of a sudden there's a life to Washington. Why? Like, you're not a young team. If it's a young team does that, man, I get it. You're a young team, but what's up with that? And again, I wouldn't be shocked by the time we get to the end of this road trip, or I'm sorry for continuing on, we get to the end of this road trip, that this rotation looks different. Like at some point, like things got to move. And you mentioned Bertans tonight. He didn't make my player of the game, but him and Holiday were my X factors because you take them away, man. I don't even know. Do they didn't have life prior to them, so Bertans had a huge night tonight. You know, like you said, give him when he doesn't live up to it. It was huge tonight. In the same way, we can hold him accountable for his contract. Man, that backcourt has been MIA for quite a while. You guys laid out some of the reasons or whatever. And again, you had what's it called? That bench tonight. I'm not about to do math, but you had 21 from Bertans, 18 from Holiday.
And that's why Bertans my player of the game, because he elevated his fucking game. Nobody else elevated their fucking game. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, being a dog ain't scoring all the damn time. Being a dog is just competing, no matter the odds. If Aaron Holiday gets switched on Jokic and he get down low and compete, that's a dog. That's a move. That's a dog move. A dog move ain't being a front runner getting a bucket, man. And I don't see enough dogs on this team. They talk it. Everybody call themselves that, but it's like, which type of dog are you? Are you pit bull on rabies, or you a poodle? You a Yorkie? And right now we seeing a lot of Yorkie type efforts from a lot of dudes on the Wizards. You know, it's just facts, man. It's like, it's bad, dog. It's like they gotta understand, like, the fan base is restless, dog. Like 2 years, DC had to give it up. Look, 2 years, we understand. Wall got traded. We brought in Russ. He was hurt. Yo, 1 year was bad. You had to wait that out. Okay, we're gonna give you these 2 years. We know what you're trying to do. Now you bring in some pieces. Y'all look a lot more talented. All right, y'all supposed to be winning games. Got rid of the head coach, blame everybody else. Y'all supposed to be winning games, dog. Y'all started off strong, cool. Like where this going. Just be consistent. Now it's back to 500. And in some ways, y'all looking worse than the 2 years when it was like we giving y'all those 2 years. You see what I'm saying? It's just because y'all not even competing. At least compete, dog. 33, an NBA team? No, that should never happen, man. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Like, that happens to OKC. They got a bunch of young boys who should be in college trying to figure it out. Y'all been in the league for a minute. And like you said, Wilson, Brad Beal is an all NBA player. That's what he was last year. But on the other side was an MVP. Like they say, his levels, that's an MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like, and keep in mind, he can make excuses. I ain't got Jamal. I ain't had him in a year. Will out. Michael P. Man, he gotta get back surgery. Hope he get back right. Ever since all those dudes went out, look, he's strapped up. Like, let's go. And he's been murdering the league. He's keeping them afloat. He's been he's been holding it down. He's been proving why he's the MVP and brings it every night. No questions asked, man. Literally scares the shit out of every damn team because if you slip, even help side, dog, if you not on your game help side defense, he's gonna have your man murdering you, and all his man gotta do is just catch and score. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would be more scared of him defending somebody else. Like, I'm more scared of Jokic in that arena. I'd rather him just go get your 30 and 40, dog. But we got to keep those assists down. Because when he gets those assists and everybody else getting in double figures and stuff, it's a wrap. You can't beat them. You feel what I'm saying? So now, it's just, dog. It's frustrating, man. It's just frustrating. I hate watching basketball where dudes don't compete and give everything they got. It irks the hell out of me because that should be your prerequisite. That's number one on your. That should be number one. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just you should be 1-on-1. Montrez, look, dog, that's his kryptonite. I keep it real. I'm not. I saw what he did when Trez when Trez was with the Clippers. Trez is undersized, man. Jokic is in the best shape of his life, and he's still 7 feet, about 250, 260. But he's still quick and everything. You know what I'm saying? He got in better shape after he was tapping out, when he elevated his game because he wasn't, he's not the best athlete. And credit to him as a professional during the pandemic. He got in shape during the pandemic when Bowers couldn't leave the crib, dog. That's why I'm like, he on a mission. And he been
like
on
a whole new person
ever since. He ain't stopped murdering. Come on, man. Like, dog, it's about pride, man. Like, I don't need no coach that had pride in me, man. Like, I'm like, dog, these dudes 33. I'm going in. All right, y'all act like y'all then when you don't want to shoot, cool. I'll take those shots. Y'all act like y'all don't want to defend the move, man. Just get out the way. I'll get him too. Like, I would just hoop to the point where, with Cardell giving me everything. I ain't even worried about him. We gonna focus on the rest of the team. What the hell is wrong with the rest of them? And right now, who can we really go up and down the roster and say, yo, that person's balling? The rest of them, I don't know. We got to see what's up with them. We can't. I mean, we can't. Like, who can we? Lately, you could say Gafford, but he done had some games where it was just like, up and down too. And the thing is, it gets real. You got the Kings Wednesday. I'm not even confident you can win that game. Then it's the Suns, Jazz, and Nets, though, in the next week.
Oh boy.
So you literally can come back home later this month below 500.
And just a quick little update tonight because of how jumbled the standings are. This little loss to kick off this road trip. They're currently in 7th. They're 7th right now.
Currently. They were in 7th before the game, but still, it's just like you feel that quick, dog. You feel that quick in like a week and a half from 3rd to 7th. And it's about to get real. So I'm supposed to be confident that you could be the Kings team or something. Jazz just smacked you by damn near 30.
They see it on Saturday in their house.
And the Nets, all they gotta do is just get KD the word, and he gonna put on the show for the whole town. That's all Steve Nash really need to do. That's it. Come on. So y'all tell me, man. Like, I don't know, dog. I just know they need to do something, man. Shuffle something. Hey, get some of them G League dudes up. That's hungry, dog. Why not?
I mean, it can't be any worse. At least you know they're gonna play.
Right.
At least you know that. And like that's the sad part about it. And again, talking about what in comparison of what I know what what Washington's missing or whatever, and it's not a knock on TB or Rui or whatever. Denver is missing more. And they're a game behind you in terms of just overall standards. A game behind you. They're out west and they're in 8th at 14 and 13. They're on a 2-game win streak. Are they missing heavy hitters? And like you said, the crazy part, if I was Gav, I'd have been so frustrated. No, I'm already in the torture chamber guarding dude on a low block, right? By myself. I'm already in the torture chamber. Then you got the nerve to be cross court, worrying about what's happening to me, know that this ball could go from the side of the floor to that side up in the air in the basket in -2 seconds. What are you looking away for? And that happened a couple times a night.
Backdoor cuts, dunks.
Yeah.
Hey, Gav got a hard matchup because think about it. He's really their point guard.
Yep.
And Biggs are taught to go basket to basket. So he running the basket. He like, oh shit. Jokic bringing the ball up, and that's how he hitting threes at the top of the key.
Yep.
Like you can't make a mistake against that dude, dog. It's like it. I know they say Steph is the hardest guy. He puts more stress on defense and stuff, but I gotta argue it's Jokic, dog. I gotta argue it's Jokic. Because Steph don't pass like Jokic. That's Draymond and them running that jump. Like his 3-point shot, I get it. Spaces the floor and all that. But Jokic can get to the free throw line, get his 3-point plays the old school way. He can hit threes. He can score his little one leg runner jumper thing from the mid, you know what I'm saying? From the mid range or whatnot. But his passing, like I said, dog, you got to be on alert, bro. You damn near got to be Deion Sanders out there. You know what I'm saying? Like locked down, because if you slip, it's a wrap. Because like worst case scenario, you're gonna have to foul the dude to send him to the free throw line, man. You see what I'm saying? So against a team that's struggling defensively, like the Wizards as a team, I already knew this was gonna be food. He almost had he's working on triple double in the first quarter. Like that's ridiculous. Why does this man got like 9, 6, and 3 after one? There's no resistance, dog. And you know, Gafford, he worried about him, but he goes for everything. And which I respect as a shot block, he goes for everything. So if he's seeing guys moving around and stuff like that'll draw his attention too. So he's already at disadvantage because he's undersized and stuff. But now he on Joey, he's seeing guys come back door and getting dunks and stuff. Man, he's gonna get frustrated. It's just natural. And he's still trying to figure this out his way because this really his first year playing really real extensive minutes as a starting center in the league. So it's still a lot of stuff he's learning. But you got vets on the perimeter that should know better than know how to play defense, at least stop guys here and there. I mean, I'm seeing Facu come off my man, pick and rolls and picking them up, like acting like he going to free roll, throwing it back to Jokic, dog. I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, y'all, they playing with him, son. They playing with y'all. The teams are playing with him, man. And then when they gonna put a stop to it? Like y'all tell me, as a coach, what would y'all do?
I mean, you can't look. That's what they got to look at themselves in the mirror and figure out what they want to do. They can stop it whenever they want to. They can stop this whenever they want to. Again, you had all them small guards that were on the floor for the Nuggets tonight. I ain't see them pay not once. They were enjoying their little lives. They were dictating the terms of engagement. The only time that there was some fight was after Big Joker left.
The bully left, yeah.
Yeah, after the bully left. After you knew he couldn't hurt you anymore. All of a sudden, I want to go post up Campazzo. I want to go pick on whoever. But he didn't get kicked out until there was 6 minutes left in the game.
But why did they post up anyway? Jokic is not a rim protector. That's my point. It's not hard. This dude ain't gonna block you, dog.
He's sticking a hand up, and it is what it is after that. That's
a wall up, baby. And if you miss, he going the other way. He know, because he know the team can't even afford for him to get in foul trouble.
Nope.
Now Aaron Gordon and Jeff Green might hustle over him and beat your stuff here and there, but they not elite rim protector where you always constantly gotta worry about them. Like, come on, dog. Come on, bro. But let people tell it's the coach and Scott Brooks. It's the Scott Brooks fault.
I don't care what sport it is. At some time, like, you're a player. Like, you really had Facu Campazzo walking out there acting like it's the Harlem Globetrotters out there tonight. And then meanwhile, Drew Holiday come off the bench, looks at him and was like, food, I'm getting downhill. Every time I see you, I'm going to the basket. Aaron Holiday. How does Aaron Holiday decide that he's food, can't stay in front of anybody, and I'm going to live at the rim, runner after runner, or he was getting fouled? Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday is not Spence. He's not Brad. Like, what's up?
Because he's tired of seeing the same shit we seen when he sits. That's what it
is. Oh, man.
Like, I just can't, man. A couple comments real quick. Good evening. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. so they can stop it whenever they want to. Yeah, really. Yeah, like you can draw whatever scheme you want to. It's like I call up the perfect play. If somebody doesn't execute it, what am I supposed to do about that? I don't know what to tell you. I root for a football team where I watch it every week. At some point, like you got to hold players accountable. Like, I don't know. Like maybe I'm just old and I'll be that, but like, man, y'all be letting players ride with whatever these days and not saying nothing.
Man, what?
I don't know. Couldn't be me, but it is what it is. To each their own. I'm not gonna knock it. Y'all had anything else you want to add? Because
Yeah,
again,
I don't see how you hold a coach accountable for players not competing. Like that's solely up to them. So I don't know, man. And then you mentioned Rui and TB still waiting for them to come back. The thing about that is they shouldn't be dependent on to come back and be the saviors. Like this thing shouldn't be falling apart without them, because no disrespect to them, but they not good enough to cure everything. Like, and this team on paper is capable of competing without them. They supposed to be added when they come back, all right, and be like, all right, we finally at full strength. It's not supposed to be, man, when are Rui and TB finally going to get back? Because if that's the plan to to wait for them to come back to start playing basketball, yeah, lottery. Start figuring out who you're going to draft.
Hey, and Bill got look. And what if they don't come back to the second half of the season? That's what you're waiting on. So, man, it's just tough, man. But we ain't get yours, man. What's your play of the game and X factor of the game?
Oh, play of the game was Jokic,
Okay.
for obvious reasons. And X Factor actually they have Bertans. Like we gotta talk about him when he do good, because we on his neck when he don't, and he competed the hardest out of anybody for the Wizards, and so yeah, that says a lot in itself. But nah, he put in work today. You can't take that away from him.
And don't get me wrong, Jokic play of the game, but I'm just talking about from the Wizards standpoint. He's my player from the Wizards standpoint.
Oh no, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
that's what I was meant.
Nah, and look, that goes without saying. You're fine. Right. We all know it was. That man, the double tech took away a 30, 20, and 10 game. So you don't even have to explain yourself.
Oh, they'd have been chilling. They'd have been chilling real soon. Because he controlled the game.
No, yeah. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, and literally here we are, like maybe a week later. Last week it was Kim to the Pistons. He got the Kings in the middle of the week. Like here we are, right back, same place.
And that's a must win to me, because they got their own. They got their own drama out there, though. Like they got a lot of drama going out there, though. They got some. I mean, look, it's bad here right now, but it ain't that bad, though. Like, so if they lose to the Kings, whoo, man. Stay on social media. They better be doing it right now, but definitely, like, don't get on social media for a while, dog. Like, because you can't lose to the Kings. Like, you remember how last week was like, don't lose to the Pistons. Don't lose to the Kings, dog. Don't nah, don't do that.
Hey man, Wizards Twitter already going through it. This is like the 5th game night in a row. They got another Twitter Spaces, and I've popped in there a couple times every night. Y'all going through it, man. Shout out to fans. Shout out to fans. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We truly appreciate it. You guys got anything else to add? If not, we're gonna leave and take some time and get ready for tomorrow. I mean, Wednesday. Go.
Put the joint back up. The one that called me out. The little comment.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, he did. They beat the Nuggets last year, 130-128. But let's carry on. I'm the wrong one to troll, buddy. I always got the facts ready.
Appreciate you, Nizzle, Bye, and everybody else that tuned in again. Like Cardo said, man, they back. It's been 7 days and they right back to a must win against the team that's looking up at everybody else. Like it's just not being bearer bad news. Just tell the truth. That's where you're at in the week. And if you lose against the Kings, you know what you got later this week.
Oh, they swept the Nuggets too. Damn, they swept them last year. Damn.
Boy.
2-0.
Hey, he's hilarious. We appreciate you, man. You said we're not going through it. We're lifelong Gizzards fans.
But no, you speak for yourself. That nope. You taking that abuse by yourself, player. Look, we just do our job.
God.
I'm not about to claim that. Nah, dog. That's fighting words, bro. No disrespect. That's right up there with a white dude calling up. Nah, man, chill.
He said this is normal.
That's fighting. That's fighting.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good evening, man. We'll be back even later on Wednesday night / Thursday morning, whatever you want to call it. Man, hey, look, I will promise you this. They don't beat the Kings. Y'all better be here on time. This will be a 6-minute broadcast. Telling you right now. If I gotta stay up and they lose to Marvin Bagley and them. Dog,
oh, shit. He said Marvin Bagley, dog.
If you lose to Marvin Bagley and them. If you lose to Marvin Bagley, Harrison Barnes, and them, I'm out. And also, Wizards perimeter players, have fun, man. When are y'all gonna have off night chasing y'all around? So,
woo! Oh, we all know what's going on.
Yeah.
Bill. Hey, you better take shots, baby. You better. That young boy coming, boy.
Man.
And because the way Spencer playing, he ain't got to get on Spencer.
Yeah, with that, we wish you all a good night. We'll be back tomorrow night with a regular scheduled program with not tomorrow night, but tomorrow, later this week. Focus TV as always. So if you guys tap in with that, we will be back. That'll be on Wednesday morning on Roku, Friday night on DC TV. But again, as far as the Wizards go, Wednesday night / Thursday morning. Again, they lose to the Kings, 6 minutes. Y'all better have all your comments in, because I might just come in and just post the comments and leave. It's y'all show. They lose to the Kings. I got nothing. I'm gonna sit here and watch Cardell and Ray talk. I got nothing. Y'all have a good night.